Hello and welcome everybody. Thanks for visiting my channel, Just a Guy Who Likes Math. Today we're going to do a simple topic, weighted average. It's something I used to be confused about, but I think I'm getting better at it. So what is a weighted average? But before I answer that question, let's just see what a normal average is. Let's say I buy product A and product B, which A cost $10 and B cost $20. So what is the average cost? The average, obviously, this is just the normal average, equals 10 plus 20 divided by 2, which is the total number of products, 30 divided by 2, which is $15, right? Simple enough. Now, let's say I buy the same product A and product B for the same price. A is $10, B is $20. However, I buy 2 product A's and 6 product B's. My average, if I do the same calculation, I'll just use the same 10 plus 20 divided by 2, 30 over 2 is 15. However, I didn't pay, let's say 15 times 6 plus 2, 8 equals 90. I didn't pay $90, right? I paid 20 times 6, which is 120, and 10 times 2, which is 20. I paid $140. So I'm missing $50, which is not correct. So we use something called the weighted average, which basically just gives a weight to the $10 and the $20. So weighted average equals 10 times 2 plus 20 times 6 divided by the total number of items, which is 8. So let's do this, which is 20 plus 120 divided by 8 equals 140 divided by 8, which is 17.5. Right? Which makes more sense. It has to be the same. I paid closer to $20 than to $10, right? I didn't pay $15, which is halfway between 10 and 20. I paid something closer to 20 because I bought more items. So just a little check. We could just do 17.5 times 8, which is the total number of items. If you get 140, I'm just, this is just this equation written another way. But $140 is the total amount I spent. So the weighted average is 17.5 for this question. Okay, this is just a simple example. Let's do something with speed, because I'm pretty sure you've had speed questions too. Let's say I go for, let's do another example. Let's say I drive 60 miles per hour for 2 hours, and then I drive 30 miles per hour for half an hour. Now my average cannot be 45 miles an hour because I drove way more time at 60 miles an hour. So it has to be somewhere closer to 60. So let's find out. So the weighted average equals 60 times 2 plus 30 times 0.5 divided by 2 plus 0.5. Let me move up a little, which equals 120 plus 15 divided by 2.5. 135 divided by 2.5. And call me a cheater, but I actually did the calculation before. We go 57 miles an hour, which makes sense, right? We drove longer for 60 miles an hour than 30 miles an hour, so our average has to be closer to 60. I'm sorry, I think it's 54 miles an hour. You know what, let's just do it real quick. 0.5, 2, 35, 7, yep, 27 times 2, basically what it is, 54 miles an hour. That is our weighted average. So if you have a question with more items, or, let's say that if we had product A, B, let's say you have C, D, E, and F, just the denominator goes up based on the number of products you have. And if you take speed, let's say I 60 and then 30, and then I drove 10 miles an hour or something along those lines, this denominator just adds up, and you just add more and more items in the numerator as well. All right, I hope this helps. Weighted average is important. You can't use the normal average when you deal with 2 quantities. Like let's say this was speed and time in the bottom example, and the other was cost and quantity. So you usually have 2 things you have to measure together. All right, I hope this helps. Again, like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.